to build this thing from nothing to where it is. So why are you questioning things like where is it manufactured? Does it matter? I mean, for me, the fact is she's bringing a good product in Africa.
This is Mogobe Nuggets of Wisdom podcast. We enthuse, we energize, we inspire, and we empower entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs of all stripes in BW and beyond. Hello and welcome yet again to another wonderful episode of Mogobe Nuggets of Wisdom podcast. Always a delight and a joy to come to you. And this time around I'm coming from Johannesburg, South Africa. To be more precise, I'm right in the heart of Sandton. And I have the good privilege and honor of interviewing Vivian Mokome, who's a well-known businesswoman of note. You'll find out she's a PhD holder. Not only that, she's a very, very successful businesswoman in the area of organic pads. She runs a company known as Dignity Organic Pads, and I just love to welcome her to the studio. But before I do, a little bit of housekeeping. The book is out, guys, as you well know. Only retails for a mere $350. Go out there and grab it. It's available from Exclusive Books. It's also available from First Floor Mogobe Plaza, our building, which is at the center of the CBD. So you're welcome anytime to come and grab it. We also have those two mentorship programs if you are interested. We have the real estate one, and we also have the entrepreneurship one, which has now been running for 2 years. The real estate one has been running for 6 years. And if you want to change your future, please get in touch with my executive assistant at 397-1368. But enough about me. Vivian Mokome, my wonderful PhD holder, I should say Dr. Mokome, welcome to the studio.
Thank you so much.
Yes, such a thrill and a pleasure that you've agreed to be part of this podcast. Would you care to introduce yourself? Who is Vivian Mokome, or shall I say Dr. Vivian Mokome?
Vivian is a mother. I have two beautiful kids, age between 15 and 8. I'm a sister. I'm sister-in-law. You know,
Yes.
all-rounder. Vivian is an academic, businesswoman, and a network-based entrepreneur.
Okay. All right. You mentioned academics, and I noticed there's a PhD there.
Yes.
First, let's talk about the first degree, the second one, and the PhD. What are they on?
My qualifications, they're all in information systems and business application. So my career is from IT. You know, I used to be in corporate for 10 years, where I started as a senior business analyst, moved to a system analyst, and IT project manager. That's when I retired in 2018. So my career and my qualification, they are all in IT, ICT.
I'm curious, precise. What was your PhD, dissertation or thesis all about?
My thesis was on IT project. The failure was the cause of the failure of most IT project systems.
Okay.
So it was mainly on that.
Okay. Before I talk about your main business activity, what excites you? What energizes you? What puts fire in your belly?
Seeing people happy, and knowing that I'm making a difference in the society, and knowing that I've inspired the next woman. You'll hear throughout the interview I speak about women because I'm passionate about a black woman, So seeing women being inspired, excited, and being the best version of themselves, that makes me happy. I mean, I'm from one interview now. I could have left earlier, but I had to stay and encourage those women to be the best version of themselves. And, so for me, that makes me happy knowing that I've left a room and I've made an impact. There's one woman that can dream again. Okay. And there's a woman that know that they can be anything that they want to be as long as they put their hard work and their mind into it. That makes me happy.
Wow. All right, Dignity Organic Pads. You're famous for that product.
Yes.
Show us what it is, and then we'll unpack how you ended up with
You
these
must time.
pads.
You must time me because I can go on and on when it comes to this pad.
Yeah.
I'm passionate about it.
Yeah.
Dignity, Siriti, Stima, Samasadi. It's an organic, biodegradable sanitary napkin. I call it first of its kind in the African market. I'm passionate about restoring a dignity of an African woman and keeping a girl child in school because Vivian is a product of education. Therefore, that's why I came up with this organic sanitary napkin, specifically designed for an African woman, restoring their dignity and ensuring that a girl child doesn't miss a day in school because they don't have access to good quality pads.
Okay.
That's what dignity brings to our people.
And it comes in different shapes and sizes. Take us
Yes,
through.
we've got different, we don't have different sizes with dignity. What I've done is that I've made sure that one pack, just to make things easier, with one pack, it's one size fits all. Heavy flow and light flow in terms of menstruation.
Yeah.
They can use this pack. And the exciting part about it is that one pack, it has 10 units of sanitary napkin in it. And the exciting, which is a seller, the exciting part is that each pack of this, of Dignity sanitary pads, it has a test kit that you can use at the comfort of your home to test for any vaginal infection or for the pH of your urine. So it's basically...
So it's much more than a pad.
More than it's a lifestyle. So you have a gynae in your handbag. It's a lifestyle,
Okay.
that I believe every woman in Africa deserves.
So what is the difference? You say that it's the same thing, but I see it looks different. This
The other
is
one
smaller.
is a body liner. Our body liners, I call it body liners. It's because they are unisex. Men and women.
Show me.
That is body liner.
Okay.
They are unisex.
Okay.
Men and women can use it. Men can also use it as a body liner, simply because of the benefits that comes with it. It's more than just a liner as well.
Why would I need a body liner, for crying out loud?
Because of the health benefits that comes with this liner. This liner, it has what we call far infrared. Everybody needs far infrared. In a layman's term, it's a vitamin of life. Everybody needs the vitamin of life. And it's got what we call...
Excuse me, I'm a little bit of a skeptic. I've never wear these things.
I know.
Convince a man who's like me out there that they would need something like this.
Let me convince you. Let me convince you. I actually convinced my dad, who's a general in the force. So imagine convincing a general to use a liner. Most men, as soon as you reach the age from 25 and above, the likelihood of your posterior gland enlarging, they're high. Okay. So now this liner, it has what we call negative ions. Okay. And far infrared. So what negative ion and far infrared does, it reduces the chances of your posterior gland growing than it should be. So it has assisted many men, especially my father. My father is just recovering from prostate cancer. Now he's using this liner as well to help with that, to reduce the pain, okay, and also to reduce the posterior gland from growing.
Okay.
So their health is more than just a liner. So there are health benefits that comes with it.
Okay.
So as a man, you rather choose which one is it more important, your health, than being stereotyped that you don't want to wear liner. Besides, let me tell you, it's now a normal thing. In developed countries, men are wearing liners. Yes, men, they're wearing it.
As a woman, how did you come across such information?
I'm an academic, I'm a researcher, and I'm a businesswoman. I always go around and look for problems, and where there are problems, I look for a solution.
Yes.
I mean, I travel a lot, I'm overexposed. I mean, I've been to developed and underdeveloped countries. Like I said, if you go to developed countries, many people spend a lot of money on the far infrared therapy. Now imagine that far infrared therapy being in your liner. Everybody needs it, women needs it. Its function is to detox, is to give you energy, is to manage the pain.
Yes.
You understand? Everybody needs it. So if it's there in a liner, where else many people will spend millions of rands or pula for this therapy, and you have it in your pads or in your liner, why not use it?
I understand.
And also, you know, the lifestyle that we are living, It's not the same as back then.
No, it's totally different.
Totally different. Now, prevention is better than cure. And if there is a product that can prevent, ailments such as your cancer and all that, won't you want to buy that? Isn't it prevention better than cure?
All right. So let's reverse engineer a little bit. How did you come to the realization that dignity is, as it were, your destiny or your main calling?
There are two things. First of all is the passion that I have for an African child. That was the reason that, there's a purpose that pushed me to money. I'm a businesswoman. I must
You have to make the bucks.
I have to make the money. If you are in a business of sanitary napkin, you'll never go wrong. Every 3 minutes, a girl child is born. And for as long as a girl child is born, there will always be a need for pads. There are pads out there, but so far there isn't organic, biodegradable sanitary pads that has health benefit like dignity. So I identified the problem, the gap, and then I just went straight into it and I came up with a solution. And that solution is embedded in my sanitary napkin. And that's why that's why it's been received well in Africa. Most women, they are happy about it because it's addressing the challenges that most women are having with traditional pads. And on top of that, it is affordable.
Indeed. I've done a little bit of research about you, and I've discovered that you were a multimillionaire before you got into this this business. So you were already successful in your own right.
Yes.
What then catapulted you? Because some people would have settled for the status they were in.
I wanted more, and I wanted something that I can leave behind for my children and for the next generation to come. The millions that I've made with the previous company, I had no control. I was working for someone else, and I wanted something that is, something that I know that I can pass on to the next generation, and something that is futuristic, and something that has my name on it, that has my touch, the look and feel. When people, if you look at this product from the packaging, it is Vivian. I wanted something like that, and also, I remember I had this conversation with my father because my father likes calling and checking up on me. How am I doing? I'm the firstborn, so a lot is expected, and I'm daddy's little girl.
You're still daddy's little girl.
Yeah, no, till today. So my dad was just checking up on me. How am I doing? Am I making money? And I said to him, no, I'm not making as much as I would like to, but it's not about that because I have evolved as a person. Yes, I might not be making the millions that I want to now, but I know that the next generation to come, they'll thank me for all the sacrifices that I've made now. And most of the interviews that I've done, seeing the smile, putting the smile on those women, seeing the excitement. One lady, it was 5 of them today, they were like, when do we start selling this pad? We want to start now. Can we have your numbers? Isn't it that a life of a purpose?
It's beautiful. That's a life of purpose, if I should say so myself. Now, were there some detractors along the way? And what sort of detractions did you encounter? And how did you deal with them?
They will always be there. If they're not there, it means you're not doing anything good. They will always be there. I remember some were not happy. Sorry about that.
Going down.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. They were not happy.
They were not happy that I came up with this idea. But that's my assumption, Why am I saying that? Issues that they were raising, it didn't make sense to me. They were going on like, why should we support her? She's not manufacturing here. Is the issue the manufacturing or the quality of the product? If the product works, why are we questioning where is it manufactured? I've used my own money and resources to build this thing from nothing to where it is. So why are you questioning things like where is it manufactured? Does it matter? I mean, for me, the fact is she's bringing a good product in Africa. And she made it a point that it is affordable. I mean, the product has been the same price for 2 years. I didn't increase it, and I don't feel like increasing it till today. My business partner, they've been pushing me to increase. But because I want this product to be in every home, every woman must have it. It's a good quality product. Then I never understood why they were criticized. They were not critiquing the product. It's one thing when you...
They're critiquing where it was made.
Like, it's irrelevant. It's immaterial. It never made business sense.
Incidentally, where is it made?
It was manufactured in China. It made business sense for me to manufacture this thing in China. I gave them my spec. And it made business sense because it was cheaper for me to manufacture it there in China then. Yes, now it makes business sense to bring it home because the demand is huge. But then, I mean, Mr. Mobs, it's a product that is unknown. And you want to go straight into a manufacturing plant. That was stupid.
You're starting small.
You
didn't want to incur unnecessary expenses.
Unnecessary expense. Yes, I know I'm a risk taker, but I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid.
Yeah.
So I wanted the business to be launched and test the market. Would it be received well?
So how long did the market take to receive this product? And what is the current response that you're encountering? I'm not talking on a one-on-one basis. I'm just talking across the land.
You'll be shocked. Within a month after I went out, everybody wanted the product because it's a good product. There is a problem. Women are struggling. The struggles are real. And the issue of period poverty and not having access to good quality pads, it's a pandemic. And I guess men are not ready to talk about it because they are not affected. You understand?
Except this one.
Yeah. Maybe they decide to ignore the issue. You understand? But women are affected. It's a pandemic. I'm telling you. I'm a mother. I'm a woman. I know how it's like. Mr. Mobs, waking up, you've messed up your mattress. I mean, I'm from an IT space. It was a hectic environment. Imagine walking around solving problems, system-related issues, and you have messed up your pens. Just messed up your day, your mood, your confidence.
Yeah.
Like, you understand? I mean, I've been there. I've been there. I've experienced that you are sitting in a boardroom, you're scared to stand up. You have to wait for everybody to walk out because you're not sure whether you have messed yourself or what. I've been there. You know, I've experienced that for years. So as soon as you tell a woman to say, look, I have a pad that will protect you, a pad that will restore dignity, trust me, they will want to go for it. Because we're all experiencing the same.
And it's not just women. I mean, it's men who love women.
That's all of us. If you really love, and I posted this on my Facebook, that if you really love our women and we really care for our women, we need to take this thing of organic biodegradable pads seriously. But I agree with you, men do love women. And why am I saying that? Most people that are buying my pads are men than women.
Okay.
Women, instead, they are rejecting this. They are rejecting this. I've received a lot of rejection. Most of the rejections...
That's surprising.
Yeah, from women. Like, I'm surprised as well. I'm shocked. I thought because it's women, and I'm a woman, I'm a black... Whereas I'm a black woman, I thought that would fly. I thought if I come to them and say, hey, ladies, it is me, I'm black, you know, we're together in this. I thought they would be excited, but trust me, they will be like, who the hell?
So they're a bit skeptical, some of them.
They're not skeptical. They know it's a damn good product. The issue is, I guess the issue with women is mindset, and we still have a long way to go. And this is what I've said in most of my interviews, Mr. Mobs. I'll use this simple example, typical example, and I'm trying to provoke women out there. The ruling party in our country, the majority of members are women, but they will never nominate a woman as a president. Not that men there had an issue, but women themselves, they will never nominate one of their own. The ruling party, it is majority 60% or 70%, if I'm not mistaken, in our ruling parties, it is women.
Is this a self-esteem issue?
I don't want to say it like that, and I don't want to say maybe it's spiritual. I don't know, because God, when God made a woman, God took some time, and the power that women have, men do not have it. I mean, that's why we've got the womb, meaning naturally we are good in building something and nurturing something. We're good at that. If you want anything, we can nurture anything from nothing to something. If you want anything to be done, get a woman. But the problem is the same power we have, we are using it to destroy each other. Imagine if we were using that power and the energy to build, where will we be?
Yeah. Let me ask you about distribution. To what extent is that a challenge?
In the beginning, it was a challenge. Now it's no longer a challenge. In the beginning, it was a challenge. We approach retail stores. The product was new, unknown. It was rejected. Basically, I was also new in this industry, because this is the second package. We had to go and change the packaging.
To make it more attractive?
No, it has always been attractive. The liners, we're going to change the package for the liner. Look at the pads. The first package we had, it didn't have, the benefits were not listed.
Let me see.
The first pads we had, the benefit were not listed. Now remember, when you list in retail, the shelf doesn't.
And guys, it says organic, biodegradable,
So
negative anions, reduced bacteria and free radicals, aluminum foil, and then of course there's free tester inside, a super absorbent, far infrared, detoxifying the body from heavy metals, and finally waterproof fabric.
We didn't have
Fantastic.
we didn't have all of those. Now, if you're gonna display this in a shelf and these benefits are not there, because we only had the packaging was just the name, dignity, long lasting. Whether it's SAPRA approved, it was not there. So the input they gave us is the shelf doesn't speak. So if a product is listed there, anyone should be able to know what are the benefits and buy it without having the sales agent there. That was a challenge. So we had to go and redo the packaging. We're going to change the packaging again, because now we've got South African, proudly South Africa. They want to be associated with us now. So they've given us their logos, so the logos will be there. So the next batch, it will be now completely different, more or less slightly the same, slightly different, because now all the license we have, SABS, proudly South Africa, they will all be here.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Is this one significant, this SAPRA approved? What is SAPRA?
South African Health Product Regulation. It's a health product.
Oh, I see.
So it had to be approved. For us, we felt that it's very important that it is approved by them, because it's a health product. Because most products, there's South African Bureau of Standards approved, which is okay. But a pad is a health product. It must be approved by SAPRA.
And how challenging was it going through all these regulatory hoops and approvals, so to speak?
It was a bit challenging because the manufacturing plant is not here. Therefore, we had to speak to the manufacturer, our manufacturer in Asia, to send all the relevant test results and documents that were necessary, that were required for the approval. Okay, and also it's expensive. To do that, to get that certification, also time, because by then it took us 6 months to get all of those things, all our ducks in a row. So what we did before we could launch, we made sure that our compliance was okay. We were compliant. Our paperwork was okay. And also the far infrared, the benefits that I'm talking about, you can't just make scientific claim without proven test results. Then we also had to take our pads to top 3 labs in Asia to test and claim, test and support the claims that we made with regards to the far infrared and magnetic energy and negative ions in there.
Is it also for registration of patents and so on?
Yes.
And trademarks?
It is trademark. Nobody can use the name Dignity under pads. It's under Vivian Mokome.
Wow. and of course the process itself
Yes.
is patented.
Yes.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, I came all the way from Botswana, madam, to interview you because I believe you have a message for us as Botswana. You have a message for us across the continent, as SADC, as the rest of Africa. What is your overall message?
My message to Botswana, and I know it will be received well in Botswana. I know Botswana, I've worked a lot with Botswana people, and I know most of them, the academics. I'm going to say something, it will be a challenger. In your job, with your qualifications, find any legit product, sell it, and sell it hard. There's no shame in selling. I encourage Botswana or the entire Southern Hemisphere to hustle na paper. Those in Zambia, they will understand what I mean. The problem with the academics and
na paper means hard.
No, hustle with your paper.
Oh.
I'm talking with academics because I know
okay.
Botswana, Hosaya School, you are nothing there. But our education or our qualifications, it mustn't be a prison for us to explore other things. It mustn't. We mustn't use it for that. Let that paper be an application, not just a piece of paper. Let's apply it. I've seen most academics, because they've got this, then they don't want to explore other things. They're waiting to be employed by someone.
So how do you hustle with your paper exactly, in practical terms?
Now I go to the streets of Soweto and I sell the pad. It doesn't take away that I'm a highly qualified IT specialist. It doesn't take away.
In fact, it enhances it.
Exactly. Actually, it makes selling more fashionable. Because the person who doesn't have papers, when they see Vivian hustling, it's like, if this one is doing this, why am I not doing it without those papers?
And one of my favorite motivational speaker, Zig Ziglar, says there's nothing significant ever takes place without a sale.
Yeah, so true. Sell.
So it's important for us to embrace sales.
Ntate Mops, let me say this. I know Arnanako, but I want to say this because this thing bothers me. And I want to say it. We were raised by parents who were sellers. Most of us. They were selling. In their little corners, selling, so that they can take us to universities. Then why after graduation are we looking down on the very same thing that has made us? Why aren't we enhancing that thing and do it better or now with qualification? Because our parents understood the importance of selling with the little education that they had. Then why after graduations, then we go and feel we need to go now and look for jobs?
Makes no sense. But, I think we have to keep talking about it. Any other message for the subcontinent and the continent?
My message that is simple, and I keep on saying the same message. Find any legit product, sell it hard. There's no shame in selling, but there's a shame in begging. You let your qualification be a motivation for you to be better. Yeah. Not imprison you.
In Botswana, we right now it's fashionable to talk about mindset and mindset change. So I want you to talk about your challenges and your setbacks and challenges, but in the context of mindset, telling us how you dealt with them and what kind of mindset you had to apply to get through those challenges.
From the beginning, when I started my journey as an entrepreneur, the only thing that I had was winning. Winning was the only option. I had no backup. So winning was the only option. Failure was
not an option.
No, I didn't even want to entertain that. Yes, there were a lot of stumbling blocks. They were there. But every time I had to remind myself that, get up, Vivian, you have no option, you've got kids. And there are many people that are looking up to you. You cannot fail. You can do this, you've got this. That's what I do every morning when I wake up anyway. I look at my product and I'm like, this product must be in every home in Africa. Go and do whatever it takes, Vivian, to get it out there. Do it yourself. I do not sleep. I take a nap. Every at
you
the
do
end
not
of the
sleep. Say that again. You do not sleep. You take a nap.
I take a nap.
Explain that.
I cannot sleep for 24. I cannot sleep for 9 hours or 8 hours unless can I the billions still in my bank account. How do you sleep
when
if
there's
you
so
don't
much
have
to do?
no? If you don't have a million or a billion, that's what I tell myself. How do you sleep? You cannot compete with the dead. There will come a time where I'll sleep forever when I'm dead.
Yeah.
So
it's
when
too
I'm
early,
dead,
it's too early to compete with the
no,
dead.
it's too early to compete with the dead. I'm still alive. And
Yeah.
as long as I'm still alive and there are no millions, if I guess I'll be that private jet, how do I sleep? If I don't have yet, which I want to and I should have, that yacht, how do I sleep? I mean, there are many girls that I need to give these pads for free. For now, it's not for free. People must buy. So I know there are many girls that need this pad for free. Then I cannot sleep. I need to make money.
You need to be able to afford to give easily.
Thank you. You're not worrying if I give this, it's going to affect.
Yeah. So still, I want to you break down the mindset and maybe go a little bit further to see where the influence came from. Is it a religious influence? Is it faith-based? And I want you to unpack it a bit more.
For me, it's faith-based. It is I'm a born-again Christian. It is faith-based. And knowing what God says I am, then I cannot be the opposite of what the Word of God says I am. The Word of God says I'm a head, I'm not the tail. And the Word of God says winning is, success is my heritage. Therefore, I cannot be the opposite of that. And also, I thank God for His Word, because it's, in a way, it's an assurance that even when things are bad, it's going to be okay. You've got this. You are the head. You are the king. And that's why one lady said to me, why every time when you speak so calm, but there is power and authority in what comes out of your mouth. Wow. And I guess it's because of the Word of God. I've read the Word of God so much. I've made it when you're repeating something over and over again, and to a point that when I even walk into a room, I know that I'm a king. King, they declare and decree. So Vivian cannot.
In your case, you're a queen.
No, I'm a king.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a queen. I'm a king.
Okay.
Yes, I'm a queen when I get home.
Yeah.
But in a business space, I'm a king.
A woman king.
Yeah, I'm a woman king. And there's a book that I like. There's a term that I like using, that sometimes. Listen to this. This is powerful. Sometimes a king is a woman. Sometimes.
We do have the Kositaba side.
Exactly. And I'm a king in my own space.
My daughter is called Kosikhadi. She's a king. She's a woman. So,
and in the Bible, there's no woman or man. There's no such. When God sees all of us, He sees us as equal. You understand? And maybe that's the thing. That's how I saw myself. Yes, when I get home, I'm a woman, I'm a mother. I submit. I take off now the CEO heads and everything. Then Vivian Mokome.
Yeah.
When I get home, yes.
That's very interesting. So, I heard you talk a lot about your dad, and you did touch on him. Insofar as shaping your business philosophy, what was his role? I
hope he knows this and he does listen to my interviews. I hope so. I would like to take this clip and give it to him. I doubt he does listen, and I doubt he knows how much I make reference of him. I doubt he knows that, and I want him to know that while he's still alive. My dad has done a great job in shaping me to be the woman that I am, to be a strong person that I am. It will take, I don't know what, to break Vivian. I don't know. Look, I don't know. You can never break me.
Yeah.
You can never, because of how he has raised me. He has raised me to be tough and to be disciplined, dedicated, a determined person. That's what he has done. And I don't know how he did it, but he has done that so well.
Is it not through repeatedly reminding of that?
Not even that, pushing me. Because I remember when I was in grade 3, I came back home and I said, wow, Dad, I've passed, I'm number 3. And she said, that's not enough.
You should be number 1.
You should be number 1. Then when I went to grade 4, which is standard 2, I became number 1. Since then, I was number 1.
Up to now.
Yeah, I was number 1 until... And you know what he used to do? He would call his friends, at the end of the year. in Hulbrek, did you see the report of my daughter? And all my subject was all 100. Like, yeah, this is my daughter.
Yeah.
And he didn't know that I was watching him doing all those things. And I remember when I did my first degree, I was excited. Oh, graduation. He was like, no. And then he said, look at those people. They're stupid.
Which
You're not
people?
stupid. Other graduates.
Yeah.
They're stupid. You're not stupid. So you're not going to buy this thing. I'm
Which
like, why,
thing?
Dad?
Which thing?
The gown, the regalia. He's like, do you see those guys that are sitting there? And I'm like, yeah. What kind of regalia are they wearing? I said, red. He said, yes. That's the end of school, not this black. So we're not going to buy your regalia here. We'll buy it when you get there. Go and study. You haven't studied.
And those red ones were?
PhD.
Yeah.
He says the end of school is at PhD level. While you are still doing your honors, whatever you are playing.
Wow.
He said that to me. And I'm like, he's like, no, let them go and celebrate because they like celebrating mediocre. He was saying, he said, those people, you're not them. You're not them. Let them buy and celebrate and do graduation parties. You are not them. You are those ones. That's
and your time is coming.
Your time is coming. That's your benchmark. Not these ones.
I wonder how you celebrated your PhD then. It must have been a
I
wild
was tired by then. By then when I got there, I was tired. That's when I realized that, Dad, things that you taught me, they were good, but to some extent you lied to me. But at that time it was late. I was tired.
Yeah.
And he also got tired as well because he's now old. You got tired of being strict. Then he changed. Now he became a softer person than that hard person. Because when I used to be hard on myself, you'd be like, no, next time. Then I'm like, what happened to you? You're now different. So so he did play that whole a huge role, and I'm very tough in business. I do not celebrate or embrace mediocre. If I do it, it must be done right. If it's not right, don't do it. I don't start a project unless I'm going to finish it. It must be finished.
Wow, I like that. But nevertheless, we do have setbacks which are hinted about.
Yeah.
What did you say were the biggest setbacks and challenges you had?
When I didn't get funding. I thought it would be easy to get funding. To start the business. I thought it would be easy to get funding. Because, I had a great idea.
But you know what? I happen to believe that it's better not to fund at the beginning. It's better to fund growth.
Now I believe that now.
Oh, okay. So it was a blessing.
It was a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
So they didn't fund it. If
so
it was
why
someone
do you
else,
see it as a setback then?
Then it was. I saw it as a setback because now I had to go in deep now into my own pockets, use my own money. To use my own money to start the business. You understand? That was for me a setback because I had a great business plan, business case. I knew this was going to be a success. It was going to work. It's a sanitary napkin. Our girls, they need pads. I thought I'll get all those tenders, but it's never.
So what reason did your bank manager give for turning you down? Funny enough, I didn't go to the bank. I went to government institutions that are offering funding. I thought I'll get grant and some bit of a loan, but I didn't get it. That was setback as well. And also, in the beginning, I'm going to say this. I hope I don't get into trouble, but let me say it. I had a fallout with my business partner. When we started seeing money nyana coming in, there was a fallout with a huge fight. Actually, we almost even went to court. Over that money?
Over the business. We were fighting for the brand.
Oh, okay.
We were fighting now for the brand. Who owns the brand?
When you were parting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who owns the brand? We involved legal teams. It was a huge, ugly fight. And then eventually both of us, I remember his lawyer, the lawyers, Lebona, it's something else. But anyway, they're in business. Because I remember I said to his lawyer, can we talk about this? Because I care about the brand and the number of sales agents that are earning an income. So should this thing go out there, it will destroy the lives of many people that are depending on this. Then the response was, anyway, he's a white lawyer. I've got a thing, Kabatuka Maho. And then this guy said, it doesn't matter.
Main thing is to win.
he said, your partner, what you're saying is immaterial. He wants out. You know, why should he cares about the sales agent and the business if he wants out? You know. And they tried to convince me to sign MOU, and as I was asking questions, you could hear how he's irritated, and I lost it because I was dealing with a white person there on the phone. Then I ended up saying, look, I will not even sign this MOU that is initiated by a white person. My money remains with black people. Oh, he lost it when I said that.
Yeah.
I said I would rather use a black lawyer because my money must rotate within my own community, my own people. I knew that will anger him. Then he started calling me names. I'm racist. And I said, a black person can never be a racist. I'm not racist. I'm just stating things as they are. And they wrote me letters now wanting to sue me. Then eventually I went straight now to my partner. My lawyer was not happy with me because my lawyer said, you know, Vivian, you keep on getting yourself into trouble. You've got a lawyer, but you're still talking to those people directly. But I felt, no, man, like, what's up with this walls? Because this is my business partner. We can really talk. Why are we talking now through lawyers? Did it really even have to get to that? And then I said to my partner, Bonam, the biggest loser out of all of this thing is me and you. These people are going to make money out of us. There are many lives that are depending on this. People are earning a decent income as a result of what we've started. What we've started is beautiful. Let's not destroy it. What do you want? Whatever you want, you can have it. Let's sit. We can surely resolve this. It took a lot from me to approach him after what we went through. But I had to look back and look at our people, men and women, that were working hard. They didn't know what was happening because I kept it to myself. I didn't want anybody to know that there was a serious battle, serious fight that was happening.
None of you was showing it.
No, we both professionals. Also, we had a lot to lose. We had a lot to lose other than this thing, the dignity. So there was a baby that we're protecting, also our reputations.
Yes.
So, and I said to him, should this thing go to high court, it's no longer going to be a secret. Media is going to have a day on this thing. So
let's work it out. Yeah.
And then we worked it out. Today we are happy.
Both of you are still friends.
Oh, we're good friends. And we don't want to touch this topic. We only touched it last week. We were laughing that. You know, so
because he moved out of this line of business. Or he's still...
Now we're together.
You're back together?
Yes.
Help me understand that.
We're together.
Really?
Yeah.
As partners again?
As partners again.
So what was the point of that fight?
Don't ask me that. We spent a lot of money. I think I spent more than 200K and him paying lawyers, and now we're back together. And then we were scared to go back and tell our lawyers.
So how did you then eventually break it to them?
We didn't. They don't know. I think they will know after this interview. Nobody knows.
That's interesting.
Because we're like, do you want to continue? We're not going to proceed. Let's work. Then we continue with work.
So you're both benefiting now?
Both benefiting. Our teams are benefiting. The product is out there now. It's about to be listed in more than 900 click stores. You see, there was a devil in there.
Yeah, 900 click stores.
Yes.
That's huge.
That's huge.
Yeah. You said something interesting as you were explaining. You said it's impossible for a black person to be racist.
Yes.
Can you explain that in simple terms?
We can't. I mean, how is a person that has been deprived for centuries be a racist? To who? You understand? That's what I said to him, that I can't be a racist.
It's impossible.
It's impossible. But it's possible for you to be a racist.
Because you've been disadvantaged for so long.
Even today, you are still at advantage because of your skin color and the fact that you are a man. I mean, for example, if I stay in Soweto, you are in Sandton. How many taxis must I take? Capital is hostile. For me from Soweto to get to Sandton. By the time I get to Sandton, I'm tired in that interview. You had an added advantage than me. When now I had to worry about load shedding.
You said capital is hostile.
Capital is hostile to a black woman. It is hostile, which is a fact. Because now a black woman, first of all, before they hire you, we're not pregnant.
You don't think more than 3 decades of independence has made a difference? Or if it has, it's not significant?
Look, they've tried. It's much better, but a lot can still be done.
Yeah.
A lot can still be done, especially on black women. A lot can still be done. I mean, it is a fact. When I was in an IT space, with all the qualifications that I had, I knew that I earned less than a white man. That's a fact.
Yeah.
You know, the system is still hostile
Yeah.
against black women. I mean, government, they know that most women, because of the salary bracket, most cannot even afford access to, I like what Botswana president has done. The reality is most women cannot even afford access to a pad. Why are they not giving? Why are they not prioritizing women and giving pads for free?
Yeah.
Why are they not doing that? You understand? But I like what Botswana government has done. That is a great
Thank you.
move.
I'll pass on that message.
That's a great move. You know, why are we not prioritizing our women, especially African women? And that's why you'll agree with me. And this is a topic that we don't want to touch. Now, I've never seen white women but date daddy sugar daddies. I've never seen that. But black women will do it. Not because
they'll have a boyfriend or a mistress, but they will not have a sugar daddy.
White people.
They have it in a bit more sophisticated way.
But black women will date a man not because they love a man, but because of the situation. Because the situation they find themselves in. A man will ask them out for a date. And because of the situation, I mean, I come to your hotel. Kiberikisa phone yao, kiberikisa data yao, the wine is yours, everything is your house. By default, I'll have to sleep with you, not because I want to, but because of the situation that I find myself in.
It sounds horrible.
It is happening. It is happening. And it's mainly African women. And it's because the capital is hostile to them. And no one cares or asks the right questions. Why are women doing this? And that's why now they trying to redefine this thing as rape. Because a man can rape you unto osari no, it's a yes. But because the situation, how it's your car, and I knew no, you'll say it's then because of the situation and not knowing I need this thing, I need the money, I need him to do this so that I can go and take care of my kids at home.
That's a sad story.
Those are the harsh conditions that an African woman on a daily basis we are facing. And nobody does anything about it. That's why I say capital is hostile to an African woman.
But is the African woman awakening? Is he waking up to that reality to change their circumstances?
We need such talks. I was invited to this interview. I said, the more we have women like Vivian that are talking about such things, and the more we have women like Vivian that are showing other women that you can do it yourself. Because the problem is the media is portraying now wrong women, and at the end of the day, our children, they have wrong people as their role model. They think if you are prudent dating that rich man, that's the way to go. But if we have women like Vivian that are showing that you still need that education, go to school, back child. It doesn't matter how difficult it is. It wasn't easy for me to go to school, by the way. It's not that like I come from a good, it's a good background, but it's not like we had everything.
It wasn't.
I mean, I faced the same. I mean,
it's not like you come from money. That's what you're saying.
Thank you. You understand? My parents, they tried their best.
Yes.
You know.
You come from a middle class background.
You know, so I faced the same challenges. I mean, I grew up in Soshanguve. I walked the dusty street of Soshanguve, so I faced the same challenges, but I could still go to school, irrespective of that. We need such women, such a role model to show our girls that, look, there's no shortcut to success. It's not easy. Yes, the system is against us. We can still make it. I saw that the system was against me. I was doing the same amount of work but earning little. Then I had to leave the system. I can't change the system. I had to leave and create my own system, which I have through my pad.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We just spoke about the negatives and the sad side. Let's talk about the triumphs. Let's talk about those moments when you said, wow.
Yeah.
You looked at yourself in the mirror that you've done it, girl.
There's dignity.
Take us through those special moments, whether it's awards you won, whether it's a particular accolade, whatever it is.
There's a lot. There's a lot. I got an honorary degree in business administration, And most of my systems that I've built in the banking sector, they've won global awards. And I remember the former, I want this clip as well. I want to send it to him. The former mayor of Ekurhuleni, Mr. Mzwandile Masina, I remember him saying to me, you can no longer talk about pads and not mention dignity. Aha.
Wow.
That's for me.
Just that statement.
Yeah, you can no longer talk about pads in South Africa and we don't mention dignity. That's the aha moment. And the girls that have donated sanitary napkin to in the dusty street of Alexander, most of them, they are in the top universities in South Africa because of my project that I've initiated. And I've produced more than 1,000 multimillionaires.
How did you work out that?
Through network-based entrepreneurship, everybody that was under my tree, most of them, they were multimillionaires.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
through my programs and through my mentorship.
And they showed you those millions? I mean,
They didn't have
that's
to.
very impressive.
They
Their
didn't have
lifestyles changed?
Their lifestyle changed drastically. I mean, there was a student, Karabo, when I first met her, she was only 25. Today, Karabo, I think she's 33. She's never worked before. She's never typed a CV. Till today, Karabo is still selling like never before.
And she's
a millionaire.
Yeah, she's independent. She's got her own house.
Own house. She's married now. When I met her, she was just a young girl. Today she's married. She's got her own house. I was at her wedding. She hosted one of the most beautiful weddings that I've ever seen. And all of that is because of the teaching and the mentorship.
Wow.
Yeah, and my mentorship.
That's very, very good. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like giving you a thunderous round of applause right now.
Please do it.
Now, based on all this, I have to ask you about your business philosophy. Are there such things as Vivian Mokomisms, if you know what I mean? Like your philosophies, your basic outlook in life. Can you summarize your Mokomisms, so to speak?
Do it and do it right. Or don't do it at all. If you know that you're not going to complete it, don't do it at all. And I'm a strong believer that consistency is better than brilliance. You know, people must be consistent. Show up, whether in and out of season, show up. Whether you feel like doing it, just do it. Do it. It will make sense later. I like saying that as well to my team. Just do it. It will make sense later. And be consistent in whatever you are doing. Be consistent. If you are doing interviews, I mean, I could have rejected this and say, I've got other meetings, I don't feel like it. But I knew that this will benefit dignity. Go, try.
And someone else
and
out there.
dignity and someone else is someone that is watching me, that might be watching this podcast and say, wow, because of her, you understand? So be consistent. I'm consistent in what I'm doing.
Yes.
I get so feel like it's at hore go etsang na le batho ba batswang ba makala ba tsuile ba boela ba robala. Now when I wake up, I have a plan for the day. You have 24 hours in a day. Make it
count.
Make it count.
Okay, those are beautiful. What did you say are things not to do? I mean, sometimes I came across this from a gentleman by the name of Jim Rohn. He says sometimes it's good to go to the losers and say, what did you do to have lost so much in life? So that you know exactly what not to do. So what are the things that you think we should avoid or things we shouldn't do so that we're not losers? So if we had to hold a seminar for losers, what would you emphasize?
I like what Jim Rohn has said there. Don't learn from your mistake, learn from the mistake of others. That's powerful. Don't learn from your mistake. Don't wait and do mistakes and only learn from that. Go and learn from those who have made mistakes so that you don't repeat the same thing. That's what I think most entrepreneurs should learn as well. And don't lie, don't overpromise. If you cannot deliver, say it from the beginning, from onset. That if they're giving you a project, be honest upfront. Don't overpromise just to excite your clients or your sponsors. tell them that, look, if they're telling you that they want this thing, deliverables within 3 working days, be honest with them and say it's not possible. But give them, don't just say it's not possible, tell them when will it be possible, when can it be done, and deliver on that time. Don't make excuses. You know, an excuse, it's a well-planned lie.
Say that again?
An excuse is a well-planned lie. You know, when a person makes an excuse, they've said and planned that thing. It's a lie. It's a well-planned lie. And excuses are cheap. You can buy them anyway. If I'm telling you that I will deliver within 5 working days, I must do whatever. Remember, I rejected your 3 working days and I said it's not possible. And I must give you reasons why it's not possible and why it will be delivered within 5 working days. Then do not bullshit people. When 5 days now comes, you come up with stories. My child. You know, when I wrote my thesis for my master's, I was in a hospital bed waiting to go to a theater to be operated after I had a car accident. I was in a hospital bed waiting to go to theater. And that was my master's writing. I was on chapter 4, doing chapter 4 of my thesis. That was 11 years ago. Or 15, it was 2010, it's 15 years ago.
15 years ago.
Yeah, I was in my bed, in pain, waiting. I could have had excuses. I'm in pain, I had a car accident, I'm in hospital, you know. But no.
But you still had your faculties, you still had your...
Listen to me. I had a deadline that I must do this thing in 2 years. There's no master's every 4 years or 5 years. This thing must be done in 2 years. Then I was running out of time. I remember my dad came and said, no, now you are in pain. I said, what happened to you, to that tough dad of mine? You understand? So that's when I learned that excuses are cheap. When I started my journey, my son was only 4 months old. And then I said to him, my baby, these are the sacrifices I have to make. There's some milestone that I'm going to miss here. And I remember at times I used to sleep at the airport because I've missed the flight. Not in a hotel, like an airport. Go airport, waiting room. Yes, sleeping there. Then you connect now. I remember I was going to Brazzaville. I didn't even know their language. It's a French-speaking market. You get there, how many hours? It's only 3 people that you're going to present to. Then I presented to them as if I was presenting to 30 or hundreds of people. Then I came back home. I never told anybody that it was only 3. I said, wow, it was a successful meeting.
And it was.
Yeah.
It was, because those 3 benefited.
Besides, my team grew after that. But those were the sacrifices. I could have made an excuse. I've missed the flight, guys. I can't come back. Why must I sleep here? I've got a comfortable bed. Excuses. An excuse is a well-planned line. If a person is giving you an excuse, trust me, the only excuse you have, and this is what I tell the team, is only when someone is dying. And that person must be
very close.
Your child or your husband dying. If they're not dead and they're still in hospital, you can still do some work.
I used to have someone say, motivational speaker say, the only excuse is when you run over by a truck.
That's it. They were right.
Yeah.
That's it.
Everything else is just made up.
It's a lie. It's a lie.
I like your phraseology of calling it a well-planned.
It's a well-planned lie. They sat and they planned it. They were like, if I say this, it will be believable. And they come and they tell you.
The worst part is that you have to tell it to yourself.
And convince yourself to believe it so that I can believe it.
Yeah, that's the worst part, because now you first have to destroy yourself.
Yes.
Before you destroy somebody else with a lie.
Why would you want to do
That's
that?
what I teach my mentees.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Why would you want to do that?
This is a very good message.
Thank you.
I love it. Now, I want us to project into the future. I want us to think beyond just dignity or organic pets, but Vivian Mokome as a brand. And that crystal ball, what does it tell you? 10, 20, 30 years from now? What can we expect? What are you planning for?
She's already a household name in Africa. I've already done that. But if I look at 5, it's to maintain now this, what I have done to maintain it. And for this brand, because it's Vivian, you cannot remove dignity from Vivian, but it must be a household name as well. You know, even when I'm no longer there, when everybody talks about sanitary pads, they need to mention Vivian. They're already doing that but it must be now in numbers. You know, when people are saying pads, they must say Vivian, you know, and young girls, in 5 to 10 years, young girls, they must say, if Baba Butsisa, what do you want to be when you grow up? They must all say, I want to be like Vivian Mokome. That's what I want. And that's what I see. And when they talk about women in manufacturing, and women that are doing damn good in manufacturing, my name must be there. Must be there in Botswana. There must be dignity plant in Botswana. There must be dignity. I want Botswana because they've already done well in terms of ensuring that the sanitary pads will be free. Then they must buy my pads. They mustn't buy any other pads. They must buy a pad, dignity pads that is designed and produced by an African black woman. That's what I want. Look, Botswana, Mobasan saving, but have I share a pet in they must say there is Vivian Mokome. Zambia, that's the same thing. And when people, they talk about my name in the next 5 to 10 years, there must be that smile and glow in their faces. Or yeah, that's what I want. And when someone thinks of giving up, they must remember that Vivian once slept at the airport. You know?
She once did her master's thesis
in the hospital, waiting because I had a car accident and I broke my leg. It was fatal. I almost lost my life, you see. I still have the scar. I almost lost my life because the car was burning. Actually, I was rescued from the car that was burning. Then they must remember that because of perseverance, I wanted that thing so much. I wanted that master's because it came with prestige for me. And in my bed, while I was, drugged, I was on heavy medication because of pain. The pain was unbearable. The bone, it was fractured. It was fractured. Now, but I was there writing my chapter 5, and doing some recommendation. Those are the things that I want people to remember because she valued education. So when they talk about her, they must remember her. She valued education. With her millions, she still valued education. Because I always say a millionaire that is educated is better than a millionaire that is not educated. Because the millionaires they would have came here, but there's something about education that humbles you. Yeah, it humbles you. Sitting in that classroom for years, it's not a child's play. You come out of there a better person, appreciating everything, even your reasoning capacity is completely different.
Just your whole demeanor changes.
Completely. I'm telling you. Because I remember when I first started making my first million, people expected me to be excited. Yes, I was excited. But I knew how to conduct myself in public spaces. Imagine if I didn't have that education or that experience of a classroom, sitting in that desk for years. A problem. My research has
also revealed that you are setting up plants. So looking those many years ahead, how many plants and what exactly will be manufactured in those plants?
It will be the organic sanitary pads.
And the men's thing as well.
The liner.
The liner,
You know what? The right word is this. Sanitary product. No, there's a right name. I forgot about it. Someone gave me the right name, and that name includes the liners. Yeah. So we'll have liners, we'll have pads, we'll have the test kit is always there. Wipes, the entire gynecological products, Zabasadi, they will be under dignity. That's what we only have two. We'll have even more. We want to take over the entire space that the gynecological product, your wipes, Zabasadi, that they're looking for, and the sheep bin where you're throwing these pads, and when you go to the hospital, that sanitary linen, we're looking at those things.
Okay. So the plants will be fully fledged.
Fully.
There's a huge cost involved in this.
That's why I'm basically a business plan and then now provoking our government to fund me. I could have the industrialist. So I'm one of them, fund me. And I'm a business case that this works. I've already started. So I'm busy now with the business plan. And it should be...
approaching traditional, funders like banks and...
Nah, I don't want to find myself paying lots of interest. Unless, if my government is rooting for black women to be in manufacturing, why not take advantage of that? Exactly. At some point, I need to take advantage. Being a black woman, it has its own advantages. I could have listed the disadvantages. There are also advantages that comes with being a black woman. So why not use it?
Have you considered listing in the stock market?
Eventually, it will be. It will go there. It's something that I am considering. Yes.
Because it doesn't have to be big to be listed. Am I right?
I don't know. You'll have to help me.
Yeah.
Wow, help me. That would be great. If you know, if you've got knowledge or anybody that can help me, we can try. We can start, yes. Say yes.
The legal arm.
Yes. Wow.
So this is a chance you have, madam, to ask me one question as we wrap up our conversation.
What keeps you up at night?
What keeps me up at night is the fear, a positive fear that I might drop the ball.
Wow.
My goal is to infuse, to energize, to inspire, and to empower. So sometimes when I haven't done things to my fullest capacity, I have not fully served that individual, I have not delivered on that promise, I am up at night wondering, what if I drop the ball? I've promised myself to get to that destination in terms of creating a legacy, in terms of building a company of a certain repute. What if I drop the ball? So those thoughts come to me, and I've discovered that the only way to overcome them is through action and execution. So what keeps me up at night? I'm executing. My wife is used to it now. Sometimes I get up at 2 o'clock, and if I have to do something, send an email, send a text, get something done, she's accepted. That's normal.
Wow. I think you like me. If I have an idea at that time, I wake up in the middle of the night and I do it. I don't have to wait.
Procrastinate. My staff used to be angry that I'm getting messages at awkward times.
I do that as well.
Get used to it. So you open at the right time, me I send anytime. So we have a deal there. I hope I've answered your question.
You have.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Now, here's a chance for you to leave the viewer, based on what we've discussed, with something uplifting, something inspirational, to sort of wrap everything up, as it were. I think that's your camera.
Well, I've said it all, but I'll just add this. Sorry. Get a book. Read. We are in a society that is no longer reading books. Read a book. Get a powerful book. Get this book. Let me have a look at the book. I bought it myself. Yeah. Yeah. Buy a book. You know how many books I've collected in my study? I collect books.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, there's a lot of books that I've collected.
You have a whole library.
I have a whole library of books. So I would encourage our people to do that. Read books. Invest in yourself. Personal development is key. Do that. Yeah.
Attend mentorship programs?
Attend, yes. If there's a mentorship program that is presented, like the one that Mr. Mops was talking about, attend them, pay. These are the sacrifices that you'll have to make in your lifetime. It's not about the money, but it's the investment that will come out of those training sessions. So black people, do not ask for discount, pay. And it doesn't mean if it's black, it's of low quality, or it gives you now a platform to ask for discount. Don't do that. Let's not ask for discounts, especially when the products are or programs are associated with our people. That's witchcraft. Pay.
Why do you call it witchcraft?
It's witchcraft. Who said because it's black now we must ask for discount?
Yeah.
We mustn't do that. So I encourage them to attend all the trainings, do that, invest, pay full amount of money. You will not regret it. If I were to tell you how much I did spend in my personal development, you'll be shocked. and I don't regret it. And if that's why I'm saying I bought this book, and I feel like buying more. I'll buy more for my team as well and for my leaders. That's why I'm encouraging you to buy it, because I bought it. I lead by example. I don't talk about things that I don't do. When I got here, when I saw them selling the book, I bought it because I'm a seller and I believe in supporting our sellers. So if there's a product that has been sold by our people, I buy. I will never go to a meeting and there are sellers that are selling products that are proudly African and I do not buy. I buy. And all of this thing, it will make sense later. Do it. I didn't ask for discount. I didn't say give me the book for free. I immediately asked for the bank account and I said to them I'll transfer as soon as I got home, and I did exactly that. So Lelona, do the same. Buy our product, buy our books, attend our trainings. Do not ask what's in for you. Just go there and attend. It will make sense later. Kalerata, I love you all. Thank you.
Wow. All right, just to wrap it up, tell them all your contacts and tell them where they can get all these pads. I think everybody wants a pad now.
Everybody wants a pad now. They can follow me on all my social media platforms as Vivian Mokome. Look for the verified account. All my accounts are verified. If it's not verified, it's not my account. Visit our website. The website is www.dignityorganicsanitaries.com. Okay, send me a message, my cell phone number. I'm going to leave my cell phone number, but it is only for business. It has to be business related. I'm too busy and I'm married for high. Just get straight to the point. You want to buy a pad. My cell phone number is 072 273
Say that again.
+27 and then 72 and then 273 9492. You can call me or visit our website. In September, the pads, it will be in most retail store. But for now, you can get it from me or any of our sales ambassadors. They are there already in Botswana. They are in South Africa. They are in Mozambique. They are in Zambia. Support them.
Okay. Dear viewer, dear listener, it remains for me to personally thank you for taking the time out to watch this powerful episode. I suggest you go back and listen all over again, because there's so many nuggets of wisdom that were dropped. I personally benefit. I'm going to listen to the podcast myself over and over again. Can I also ask you please to strike that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and to hit the notification bell. And once again, my book is available for you. Change your future. And please take the advice of some of these talented, exceptionally gifted people that we keep bringing to you. And let me just thank you personally, Mema Mokome.
Thank you.
Dr. Mokome, I noticed you dropped the doctor label. You don't use it much, but I will use it.
Thank
Dr.
you.
Vivian Mokome, thank you so much. You've gifted us, and you've gifted us so generously, and we appreciate the gift. Thank you so much, and God bless.
Thank you. Thank you.